Guess I'm gonna do a few more TV theme songs. I'm gonna first, right here, do Mary Tyler Moore theme song. I just want to point out first that ever since I got into Jim Sullivan and then into that part of special interest, I noticed that the Mary Tyler Moore song was lifted and tweaked from Highways by Jim Sullivan. Just want to point that out yet again. I know I don't. I know I'm a nobody, and I know I make these type of statements, but at least there's a few people who hear it, and that means the awareness spreads, the ideas spread. And I'm gonna do the okay, Mary Tyler Moore. Now there are like two versions. The first year, and then they spruced it up. I'm not sure which one to do. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna do the first one. So probably the original one, or I could do. I mean, I could do both of them. Maybe I'll just do both of them, and then this will become a video in itself. I hate mixing and matching speaking with singing, but maybe I should stop worrying about that. It's not like I'm in some real studio, and it's not like my music. It's necessary to hear it, and it's just not necessary. I just wanted to prove perfect pitch. I wanted to learn how to improvise. I wanted to put together. I wanted to see if nothing changed with myself in regards to knowing music from high school and middle school. I mean, I learned it as a really young kid. Playing scales over and over again, and now it's just second nature for me. What notes are in what scale? I can't rattle off the names of the notes. I can't I can't on demand just rattle out if someone gives me the letters, and then I can't just rattle it out. I'd have to work at that part. I'd have to learn. Like, I know what the C is. I never I know what the note. I can probably figure out notes if there's no sharp or flat to them. And then when there's a sharp or flat to it, I can figure it out, but it's gonna take me a little time to have to like manually through my head like go through the go through the scale and the pitch that I hear the sound, and then I find, and then when the sound then I find it in between two of the whole notes. When I'm doing like improvising without notes, and I'm going nuts, and it actually a lot of times or most of the time it sounds legitimate where I'm just rattling off a lot of notes within a short period of time. That is the that is the leap of faith part of it. That's the individual part of it. So in basketball, right? Yeah, there's the layup, right? So the layup is a note. So, but then the individual basketball player develops their own a way of making layups, and that's what music is. There's really no music theory to it. It's more like music lines up with science and math and reality. Every sound can be placed within a location. So a note is in a location, and then there are patterns. Jazz, I like jazz. Jazz is freedom. It's not completely random chaos, but there's nothing better than improvise. There's nothing more inspiring, or there's nothing that feels more liberating than improvising. There's nothing to it. I think I'm improvising even when I'm doing exactly what they what I'm hearing, because I don't sense an ego in me. I go searching for the self, and I can't find it. It's like the self is what it is, and there's no way for me. There's no ego. There's no ego. I have no ego. So basically, I have no ego. Everything coming out of me is in the pure moment. I have no hidden agenda other than freedom. I have no agenda other than things like suing. If we all got together and took over the tech companies, take over the politics, take over the military and police, if good people, if good, honest people took over everything nonviolently so we don't get arrested, so we do it through the courts. But of course, things are so corrupt that that doesn't seem possible. So that's why everyone's frustrated. So anyway, this Mary Tyler Moore song was lifted off of Jim Sullivan, his song Highways. I just have to make that disclaimer. So now I'm gonna go. There's I have it with the lyrics to it. I'm gonna do both versions, and I'll only do one backup uh scat with each version, and each one's about a minute. I'm just taking it from a video channel here, and I've decided in the last minute or so to do both of them. And I've also decided that since I talk so much, I'm gonna just go with this one tune, the Mary Tyler Moore Show, unless after I'm done with that, I say, all right, I'll do Welcome Back, Kotter. I mean, I know like the Hawaii Five O and what was the other, Laverne and Shirley. I know they didn't sound that great. I admit it, but there were moments in there where I'm still proud of myself. I mean, I'm definitely more proud with some covers I've done over others. Like I'm more proud of "And I Love You So," Perry Como, than the Robert Goulet. What was that one? Some Enchanted Evening. I mean, I just thought "And I Love You So" had more depth to it. Had more. It was more fun. It's just well, okay. I guess I'm proud of and the Enchanted Evening. I guess I'm proud of it all and whatever. And I think singing is dormant, and I think anyone can do it. You're probably gonna want to practice a lot though if you're not perfect pitch at it. And don't take it personally if you can't do it naturally. It's just how I was born. And if I was Lenny Bruce, then he he could sing in tune. I looked at him a little bit. He seemed to also have attention deficit and autism. He sang on the Steve Allen show, and he was perfectly in tune. And he grew up in entertainment. He grew up in well, his story's out there, and I wouldn't try to. I'm not. I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be proud of a Lenny if I was Lenny Bruce. I wouldn't be proud of myself how it ended up. No, I've said that before. But I do think Lenny was a really nice guy. He seemed to be a really nice, like a tough guy too, like a tough-minded, nice guy. And I don't know where or how he went off the tracks. I don't think he was a typical drug addict. I think he was more of a Frank Zappa style junkie who got into pain and stuff and the pain pills and the psychiatry, any type of pills that were seen as more legitimate, where you could get a prescription for them. So that stuff, those the pain and psychiatry pills, that garbage. I think it came out in the '60s. I think the guy Hugh Beaumont from Leave It to Beaver. I seen him tweaking out. Um, but anyway, this I don't know what this is where I just keep going on, and I don't know how to bring the talking to a close. But it does fit in nice and tidy with my overall teaching lesson to get people to snap out of it and to get into the crystal clear moment that cannot be divided. And you'll be better off for it. You'd be better off if you quit the internet, or maybe a first step to quitting internet is what I'm doing, turning it into the hot, like really manipulating the internet to what I want it for, and to get off of the internet, especially during summer, and to get more into stamp collecting, and to get more into the few people I'm close with, and to stop being so angry at obvious scum trash. Not that I'm backing off from any of this, and I am quite proud of the rant I made. Now, that rant in the last current video, I went nuts against the FBI, and I don't care. I clipped out, I edited out a lot of what I was saying because I was really getting into a bad state over them. But I'm glad I still uploaded that because they are garbage. How can they name their headquarters still after J. Edgar Hoover? So F them. I mean, F them hard. F any one of them who harasses someone at their house. F that. If anyone does that to me, I'm gonna make sure that they become famous. I'm gonna go out of I if any FBI agent or anyone like that wants to visit me ever, I will frickin' photograph you. I will get your name, and I will frickin' make you as famous in my little small niche of nothingness. Like I did to Manhands, like I did to Convo Couch, like I did to Jimmy Dore. Look at Jimmy Dore and how much garbage he is. I don't. All these people, a lot of them quit. The garbage little websites I went after that are in on it, I got them to quit. I got even bigger people to, and not only did they quit, they like deleted their channels. You can't even find anything on them. And Farron Franzak, that she's like one of the bigger ones. I don't have to really work too hard to. There are enough people who probably know who she is from the from this like lefty Bernie bot area that I quit. I finally quit everything once they effed Bernie and they effed Assange, and end of 2017, I think, was when they arrested Assange, and it was right or into I forget, but it was right after I got banned by Twitter, and I'm just and then it just gets worse and worse. The internet get like, how can it get any worse than this? And it does. So it gets even worse. So all I'm recommending to people to not do what I do, to not do it. The only reason why I'm this strong and loud is because they effed with me back in 2008, and I have nothing to lose. They took it all. Now I'm not saying they took it all, and I'm bro. I don't know. Somehow I rose from the ashes. And maybe I was Lenny Bruce, and this is like him rising from the ashes yet again. Not yet again, but like, I mean, if I was him, then it makes sense that I'm able to freak them out. That I was able to freak them out, and that I deliberately went out of my way to freak them out based on truth. And I think the FBI even came out with something a year or two ago about how the truth is the truth may be creating terrorism. The truth. The truth is creating terrorism. I think they came out with something like that. But since the internet's all rigged and everything's being stolen, F it, I'm not going to do any. I mail it all in now, and I say F you to every frickin' bitch in military intelligence. And I recommend everyone else to just not do what I do, and that I'm not trying to entrap you. And like I'm getting a catharsis from this where I know there's people that I know that I fucking got to fucking um, metaphorically spit in their garbage faces. I mean, J. Edgar Hoover, are you kidding me? Hal Turner? It's like, F you. You're the bitches who are causing all the problems. You are the fuck. So basically, I've said it all, and before I have to end up worrying about what I said, and is some fucking loser gonna try to visit me and talk to me. I'll get you on camera, I'll get your name, and I'll blast you everywhere in public. I'll blast it out who you are. I'm not gonna do any violence. I'm not. You goddamn fucking bitches is all. That's the last thing I'll say. Go to fucking hell, each and every fucking one of you in military intelligence. Every fucking one of you reading off of a teleprompter. Fuck you. Fuck you hard. Bitches. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start. Who can turn the world on with her smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement, you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the time, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all. Dun, 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 dun. Who can turn the world on with her smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all so seem worthwhile? But it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement, you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the time, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all. Dun, 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 dun. Dun.